So, hello student. Today I'm going to teach you your science chapter number 3, bones and muscles. Because of this COVID-19 pandemic, you are not allowed to come to school. But today, through this video, I'm going to teach you about the skeletal system of your chapter number 3. So, first of all, skeleton system. So, skeleton. So, if a question asks you that what is a skeleton, then you should answer like this. The entire framework of bones, that is a heart, external and the internal structure of the human body is called skeleton. So, the skeleton which are external is known as exoskeleton. External means your hair and your nails are all external skeleton. And next, the endoskeleton consists of those hard parts which are present inside our body are known as endoskeletons. So, next let's come to the function of skeleton. So, you have, and we all have a hanger at our home, isn't it? So, what is the importance of the hanger? We put a dress on hanger, isn't it? So, what does a hanger give to your dress? A hanger gives shape to the dress and support the dress, isn't it? Just like your hanger, our skeleton system also acts like a hanger. So if a question asks you that what is the function of a skeleton, then you should answer like this. Its function is to give shape to the body, support the body, and to protect the delicate internal organs. So listen all of you. Next, I am going to draw something and you should look carefully. Now, let's take it. Here, you should write skeletal system. From this, you have to draw this. Again, from this, here, another step. And next, another one. So you put like this and right here axial skeleton. And in next you should write appendicular skeleton. Then from this axial skeleton, the first one is a skull. So you should write skull, S-K-U-L-L. Next, next one is a backbone. And next one is a sternum. S-T-E-R-N-U-M. And the last one of the backbone, axial skeleton is ribs, which is also known as a rib cage. And for appendicular skeleton, here so girdles. G-I-R-D-L-E-S. Then next is limbs. L-I-M-B-S. Okay, now look at here. On the basis of the position of the skeletal structure, the endoskeleton is divided into two parts. A first one is the axial skeleton. It consists of the skull, vertebral column, sternum and ribs, which is also known as a rib cage. And second one is the appendicular skeleton. So it consists of girdles and the limbs. So let me explain you in detail. Let's come to the axial skeleton. So first one is a skull. So skull is a bony framework of a head. So it is made up of 8 cranial and 14 facial bones. The most important function of the skull is to protect our brain. Not only this, but it also protects and supports the special sense organs like eyes, ears, nose and tongue. And second one is the backbone or vertebral column. It is made up of 33 vertebrae, which includes 7 cervical, 12 thoracic, 5 lumbar, 5 sacrum and 4 coccyx. It runs from the base of the skull up to the hip region. So it protects our spinal cord. If a question asks you that what is the function of this backbone, then you should answer like this. Its function is to protect the spinal cord. Then next one, the third part of the axial skeleton is a sternum. So sternum, which is also known as the breastbone. It is a flat bone which is present just under our skin in the middle of the chest here. Then it protects the internal organ in the thoracic case. And next one is the ribs, which is also known as a rib cage. So the ribs are thin, flat cup bones. So there are 12 pairs of ribs in our body which form the bony lateral walls of the thoracic case. It protects the heart, lungs and some parts of the stomach, spleen and kidneys. Then next one, let's come to the appendicular skeleton. Okay, let's come to the appendicular skeleton. Appendicular skeleton consists of our girdles and the limbs. So human body has 2 pairs of girdles. One is a pair of shoulder girdle and another one is a pair of the hip girdle. So shoulder girdle is also known as a pectoral girdle. It consists of 2 clavicles and 2 scapulae. Then second one, the hip girdle, it is also known as a pelvic girdle. It consists of 2 innominate bones. So these 2 girdles give support to the arms and legs. And next one, the second part of the appendicular skeleton is limbs. We have already known that our human body has 2 pairs of limbs, that is upper limbs and the lower limbs. So each upper limb consists of 1 humerus, 1 radius, 1 ulna, 8 carpals, 5 metacarpals and 14 phalanges. And its lower limbs consist of 1 femur, 1 tibia, 1 fibula, 1 patella. Patella means the kneecap. And there's 7 tarsal, 5 metatarsal and 14 phalanges. So the limbs are not directly joined to the spine, but they are joined through the girdles. So up to this, skeleton system have completed. Then next one is types of bones. We have already studied about the skeleton system. Then next we come to the types of bones. There are 4 types of bones, that is long bones, short bones, flat bones, and irregular bones. So first one, long bones. So the bones of the legs and arms are made up of long bone. So for example, your humerus and your femur. The next, short bones. The bones of the feet and palms are consist of the short bones. And next is the flat bones. The bones of the hip and your girdles of the, that means the shoulder girdles, are consist of the flat bones. For example, your scapula of the pectoral girdle. Then next is the irregular bone. That means the last one of the types of bone. The backbone, the carpals of the wrist and tarsal of ankles are consist of the irregular bones. Let me show you the picture of these long bones. This scapula. Scapula is a flat bone, and this humerus is the long bones. That means example of the long bones. And this here you have a carpals in your wrist, isn't it? Look at here. So the carpals are the irregular bones, and these phalanges in your finger, that means the digits, are includes in the short bones. Okay, after the types of the bones, let's come to the joints. So the meeting point of two bones is known as joints. So the bones are held together by strong and stretchy band called ligaments. Look at here. So the four types of joints. Here I am going to mention the four types of joint. First one is a hinge joint. So these joints work like a hinge of a door. So in our body, this type of joint is found in our elbow and knee. For example, look at here. This is your knee. You can move your arm like this. You cannot move your arm backward from this position. So this is an example of a hinge joint. The next is the ball and the socket joint. This type of joint allows the movement in many directions. Look at here. The shoulder joint and the hip joint are the example of the ball and the socket joint. So your arm, this is here you have a ball and a socket joint. You can move your arm in all directions like this. Understand? So this type of joint is a ball and a socket joint. And next, let's come to the pivot joints. This type of joints allow movement in only one plane. It is found at the point where your skull meets at the first vertebra. So it helps to move our head sideways, upward and downward. And next, the last part of the joint is a gliding joint. So in these joints, bones can slide over each other like this. So this type of joint are found in our wrist and ankle. So this allow to move side to side, that means backward, forward. So look at here. This is your wrist. You can move your wrist sideways like this. That is forward and backward. Okay, that's all for today. In the next session, I will teach you about the muscles.